Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day it may be for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Layback Gamer, and, well, I did miss the stream. I did take a look at it, and from what I could gather, a lot of it was, well, more of just Matt. I thought maybe more Matt should play than anything. I thought maybe they may have perhaps demonstrated some of the new features that are coming in Legends, but sadly that was not the case, unless I ended up viewing the wrong thing. But all I saw was CVH playing Halahu, and that doesn't sound like something interesting to cover, so I didn't really pay attention to the most part. There may have been something going on otherwise. But anyways, we do have the trailer here, and this is going to be me viewing the whole trailer for the first time, giving some reactions to it. I got a few different pages pulled up here, as well as legends pulled up in the bottom, so we'll be covering a little bit more on that. I won't be making actual gameplay today, more of just talking, giving my opinions on what I think, as well as speculating on possible new cards, because I think we got revealed a couple of new cards and what they could be. So without further ado, let's check this video out.
Peggy 12.
My only choice was the path that drove me to madness. I was willing to give anything, go anywhere, to give my own sanity, to save my son. The Shivering Isles. Few dare enter. None live to leave. At the center of it all is the mad god himself. Make a deal with him if you please. It will only cost you everything.
Okay, not quite what I pictured that trailer was going to be. I'm going to try to see if I can search up one on my tablets in the meantime. But, anyways. So, one of the new mechanics that I have, a couple new mechanics that I haven't seen, that I'm just hearing about now. And I don't remember if I did hear about them in the video. Again, I wasn't really paying attention to that. But it's the fact that some of them are double cards, that when drawn, split into two entirely separate cards. I think that's really cool. It's definitely a nice mechanic. I would, however, I don't know how they would balance that out in a deck play perspective, because essentially you're getting two free cards, or two cards for the price of only one deck slot, and depending on how powerful these cards are, it could... It's definitely going to define a bunch of decks, but the question is, how are they going to balance it in that such? On one hand, you could have it so that it takes up two slots in your deck, but that would make it better for, say, aggro decks and combo decks that require you to draw specific cards. Whereas if you make this just a single card, decks that rely on pure value would... I don't know. I think the latter of the two, having it count as one card, would be the best, but I'm not sure how I would have it in the deck. Anyways, there's also two new lane conditions, Mania and Dementia. I thought we were going to see something along those lines, but more of as in the two sets of cards that you could pick from. So kind of splitting the double cards idea and having a card that has both the Mania and Manic and Demented side to them. So in the Dementia lanes, it deals extra damage to opposing cards if you control the most powerful creature here. So similar to, I believe, a arena condition I don't know the name of off the top of my head. Similar in the fact that it deals damage, but I believe that one you have to control the most amount of creatures. And I wish I could exit out of this video or have it pause. And in the the Mania lane will allow you to draw cards if you have creatures with the highest health. So playing off, I agree with that. hit with that. The people of Dementia are more likely to backstab or kill people, and yeah, I just agree with that. I don't really know where I was going on that. And this is pretty cool. That's an interesting effect. The cards that we've seen so far don't really play into these effects, but I imagine we will see them eventually, and have a strong hunch that the Gatekeeper is going to be there. And this was the part that I did happen to read on. Hold on, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit there. The Isles of Madness has two versions of this. A pre-order for not $20, but I read it on my tablet as $26.99, and there's a $50, which on, again, my tablet shows up as $69.99. I think it's going to show up on Steam as well. I'm going to see if I might be able to get that at a bit of a, see if it will come up as that price. If not, I'm not sure if I'm going to buy the premium one. I mean, on one hand, that would be really cool to have it. On the other, it is a lot of money. I currently have, I think, $47 stocked up on Legends because I figured, okay, this might cost, say, $39.99 for a bunch of stuff, but in fact, it does not. And there's Hearthstone just casually playing in the background. So that's all the information really that we can get from this. We have a new card here called Spawn Mother. It's a Gromite, which is one of the race of creatures that could be found in the Shivering Isles. Never seen a Gromite that looks like that. The Bullywag, on the other hand, you see plenty of those around, and it's a garbage card. So unless you have another card that summons these guys, you're not just going to play a standard Bullywag. I mean, that I'm looking at it right now, and it's garbage if it's a card. Great if it gets summoned by a lower cost card. I'm not sure. Something similar to Scouting Patrol maybe costs 2 mana and summons 2 Ballywags. Or Ballywog. I always say Wags for some reason. And then the Spawn Mother, summon +1/+1 for each other friendly creature. You can get up to a maximum of +7/7. And if you have a board full of creatures, this is really good. Combos really well with Imperial Reinforcements. You play a copy of Imperial Reinforcements. Next turn, play Spawn Mother if your troops can survive. And you're getting a 4 mana for 5/5. It's not the greatest value in the world, but you also have 4 other 1/1s. Combo it out with Divine Fervor, and you're good to go. But in that scenario, you just play Divine Fervor first, and you wouldn't even need the Spawn Mother. So I think both of these cards that we see here are they're not the greatest. If you gave Spawn Mother a health boost, like safe, make it the same stats as Bone Walker, I could see it maybe getting some play. But this is definitely a much worse version of Bone Walker, which already doesn't see too much play. And we're not going to talk about that. Already checked all that out. This is the premium card back that you get with pre-purchasing the Isles of Madness, and it looks really cool. I'm not sure. I might ask you guys in the comments what you think. And in their Twitter, we also have a couple of new card names, Unique Legend, and I imagine. Okay, so I think this might actually be one of those split cards. So if they're going to balance it as it's class specific, I think that's actually that would be a much better way to have it. So hopefully they're all just a class specific card, which would be really cool. I don't think any of the expansions, with the exception of like massive card dump expansions like Heroes of Skyrim and Houses of Morrowind, ever did cards that can go in both, or or cards that are class specific. I'm wondering if this is a class-specific card, though. Because if you could just play it in Endurance or, say, Intelligence, in addition to also possibly generating some really great value, that's also a really nice buff for Unite the Houses, because you could play with a class that has, say, if you do a Tribunal and there's a couple cards out there that go Intelligence and Strength, or Intelligence and Agility, or Endurance and Agility, etc., etc. And you can play those cards in that deck. All you have to do is just draw the cards out. And I like that. In that regard, it would make Unite the Houses a much more viable card and something fun. But at the same time, I think it would just generate too much value. So I am hoping that these cards are class-specific cards. We don't know the effects. I don't even know if this would count as one card. I think it is, but we'll have to find out. There's the trailer again. And I'm just going to quickly pull up the news as well. Not going to go on to Reddit. I am excited that Isles of Badness is here, don't get me wrong. there's just so much that I don't know and I really want to know. Is this the same? Yeah, this is just going to be the same. So I'm not going to bother with that. Again here, 1999, 49.99. I mean, if this was what I could get hit for it on Steam, I would gladly get that, but I don't think I can. There's the new double card. Oh, this is a double card. Oh, that would make much more sense. It's a garbage double card. Okay. Well, if you're going to put both of these in the deck, in that case, I'd say it makes it ever so slightly better that these cards are only taking up the same slot, but at the same time, it's still a garbage card. I mean, there would have to be some Gromite synergy, which I suspect there might be. Gromites were after all the equivalent of goblins. So if we see some more Gromite cards come together and they benefit off of one another, I think that would make these guys maybe a little more of a viable choice, since if you run 3 of these, you get 3 Bollywogs, which would be cheap Gromite synergy cards, the Spawn Mothers, whatever. But I'm taking back my statement as they're complete garbage. They're complete garbage unless we get some synergy cards with the Gromite tag. If we don't, forget about it. These guys are garbage. But if we do, Bollywog might go from complete garbage to okay in the correct situation. And no, you don't want both. I disagree with that statement. So that's really all the interesting news on this. Now if we head into game here and head here, yeah, they did get the price upgrade, sadly, which I think it's stupid for Steam, but what do I know? So on the Steam version, I'm getting it at $69.99 and $27.99, which it's sad. I don't know if I'm going to go for this. I'm on the fence when it comes to getting this pre-order. This one does seem a lot. I mean, having all the premiums immediately, as well as the premium card art and the title I don't really care, but the card back would be really nice. Not gonna lie. I'm debating it. If you guys have a preference, let me know in the comments section. And yeah, that's gonna conclude for today's episode. Might go ahead and I'm going to take both of these as thumbnails for this episode. So thank you everybody for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you really enjoyed. Don't forget to share this video or any of my other videos to anybody who you think will enjoy my content. Next time, Not sure what we're gonna do next time. Did we ever get a release date for this? I forgot to take a look on that. It is saying this month, so this does say this later this month. So we are getting this in January, thankfully. But I mean, it's the 11th day, so I suspect we're going to get it closer to the end of January. I'm hoping it's on a Friday because I have my Fridays completely free and I could stream it from start of the expansion right till the end. So here's hoping. Again, let me know what you think. Let me know which pack do you think I should pre-order. I would have to scrounge a little more money to get this one, but I might get it, and otherwise I might just stick with this guy here. Until next time, take it easy.